Good morning, world. All right, today we are talking about perfect timing. We've all heard people talk about how the timing just wasn't right, it's just not the right time right now, and all these excuses really that we can sometimes use as to why we're not doing the things that we say we want to do. Well, today I'm here with some sad news. I hate to be the one to tell you, but there's never going to be the right time. The timing is never going to be perfect. In order for what we call perfect timing to happen, life itself would have to stop. Life would have to stop so that things are not going around in order for all the little pieces to line up just the way you think they should in order for you to start going after that thing you wish for. Perfect timing is an idea, it's a thought, but it's not one that's realistic. So waiting for perfect timing is, I don't know, it's like waiting for, I don't know, going after Bigfoot. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not, but I haven't seen it. So, but I also have some good news. Timing is something that you can make happen to your advantage. You can create the perfect situation. You can create the perfect opportunity. You can't wait for it to come, but you can make it happen. It's kind of like we may not be able to find Bigfoot, but if I'm shooting a movie where I need Bigfoot to be there, I have, I can use, costumes and whatnot to bring Bigfoot. So that's pretty much what perfect timing is. If you want Bigfoot, make it happen. You want perfect timing, you make it happen. And today we're going to talk about 5 very easy steps that anyone can do in order to bring perfect timing to any situation. The first thing you have to do is rate your wish. Whatever it is that you want, it has to fit into your life, and not your life now, and the life that you envision for yourself. Rating your wish, there are 2 ways you can do this. One is on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most important. How important is this to you? And usually if it's not at least a good 7, 8, 9, 10, I would probably even, 7 is even kind of iffy, but it definitely should be an 8, 9, 10 if it's something that you're going to be investing your time, your energy, and resources into in order for you to say, okay, you know what, this is important enough for me to go after it. And one of my favorite ways of ranking is prioritizing. Okay, this is my life right now. What are the things that are most important to me? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If your wish is a 5, okay, does it affect 1, 2, 3, and 4? And how will getting that wish improve the situation in 1, 2, 3, 4? If you find that maybe your wish is rated as a 4 right now or as a 5, but fulfilling that wish would improve the situation in 1, 2, 3, it may be worth it that you would say, okay, you know what? I know initially I ranked it a 5, but because of what it will do for 1, 2, 3, it's important enough for me to go after it. So first, rate it into your priority list and see how it impacts the thing, whatever other priorities that are on top of it. If it improves 1, 2, 3, 4 and it was a 7, then yeah, it might need to move up a little bit. But if it makes things worse in 1, 2, 3, 4, then it might be something that's not worth your time, and you may need to realize, okay, you know what, this is not good for me, and maybe it's something I need to give up. But if it's something that's going to make the situation better for you, then it's definitely worth taking the time to make it happen. The second thing you do once you have rated your wish, I call it wish because until you have a plan, all you have is really a wish. Until you have a plan that you're actualizing, until you have a plan that you are putting into action, all it is a wish. So that's why step number 2 is making a plan. This is what takes a wish from some grand old idea of, ooh, it would be nice to have this, to I'm getting this. The plan puts a wish into action. The plan is what makes a wish a goal. When you start with your plan, main things, it needs to have a time, it needs to be clear, it needs to have action steps. You can't really call it a plan if it's just more ideas. A plan needs to have clear steps so that you know, okay, on Monday, my plan is to go to the library, research this, or make some phone calls, call this many people. These are action steps. When you say, I need to call people, and there's no time, there's no date, there's no deadline, you're just talking. But when you have clear, I need to call this person, I need to research that particular item, then you have a plan. And it has time frames and all that stuff. So the second thing you have to do is make a plan. Clear action steps that you need to do the action steps that you need to take in order for you to be able to reach that goal of yours. Once you make your plan, you have to gather resources. That's step number 3. As you go through your plan, you will identify certain things that you need. Some of it you already have, some of it you don't. And those are resources that you can find through associates. Maybe it's things that you need to buy, maybe it's people that you need to hire. Whatever resources, whatever things that you need to make that goal of yours come to fruition that you don't already have, you need to start gathering. Once you have the plan, you just get right into, okay, I have made the plan, now let's get the resources that I need, the tools that I need in order to take the action steps, the tools that I need in order to facilitate your ability to, actualize that plan. Set a schedule. There's no such thing as a plan without a schedule. Not only do you set a schedule for when you will complete each step, you have to set a schedule that allows you to fit your action steps into your current life. Let's say a lot of times I hear people talk about, yes, I want to go to school, or yes, I want to start a business, but I don't have time. I don't have time. We all have the same 24 hours every day. We all have the same 7 days every week. So although the demands on our time are different, we can always find time for the things that we want. If your wish really ranked a 1 in your priority list, then where can you take time? Maybe from the things that rank 7 and 8 on your list of priorities, maybe that's where the time is. You have to look at your current schedule, see where you're using your time, see how your 24 hours are being used every day, and see how or where you can find the time, because it's there, you're using it. It's just the question that you need to ask yourself is that are you using it effectively? Are you using the time in the way that makes most sense for your current priorities? So look at where you're using your time and see where you can take an hour here, you can take an hour there, and find all the time that you need in order to make your goal, to work through your goal. And when you set a schedule, don't under any circumstance, unless it's like there's blood and somebody actually called 911, it's not an emergency. Unless it's an emergency, stick with your schedule. Your child is sick, okay, I can get that. But for other little things like you were tired, that's not an emergency. To get the things that we want, we have to be willing to get these upgrades. That's what I call them. I don't like the word sacrifice. I like upgrade better. So in order to get the things that you want, you have to be willing to go for the upgrade. So whatever it is that you're doing right now with your time, it's not that it's not worthy. It is worthy, but maybe there's something else that is more worthy to you. If the goal that you have set for yourself is more worthy than the things that you do with your time right now, then make the upgrade. And of course, the final step is to activate your plan. There's no point in having a plan if you don't take the action. Activate your plan. Jump in there, feet first. It doesn't matter what you have going on or what you think is going to get in the way of you being able to make your plan work. Activate your plan with, of course, I always say, success as your only option. If you're giving yourself options, if it's like, okay, maybe next year I might do it this year, or if it doesn't work, I can do that. As long as you have options, hey, you can always settle for one of them. But if you have only success as your option, then you have no choice. If you can only succeed, then you have no choice but to succeed. Activate your plan. Do everything. There's no such thing as too big or too small. Whatever it is that needs to be done, get it done. The timing, once you set your schedule, all the time in the world will become available to you because you have a schedule. If you schedule 2 hours a day to work on your goal, then make sure that you keep with those 2 hours. If you only found 1 hour, maybe it will take you a longer period to get through all the steps to get your goal reached, but you're still going to do it as long as you keep up with that schedule. So activate your plan and stick with your schedule. If you can do those 5 little things, I can guarantee you're pretty much, you're gonna reach your goal. Just don't wait for perfect timing. Make it happen for yourself. And once you make it happen, don't go back. No one else is gonna do it for you. Your goal is your goal only. It may benefit other people, but if you're the one who want it, you have to want it bad enough to make it happen. Perfect timing will never come until you bring it about. All right, so that's all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.